Hello, I'm Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This is a full Celtic cross love spread for you. I've made 3 readings here, the crystal, the flower and the shell, and they're all timeless as well. Whenever you're getting to this video is good. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. In that deeper dive, the extended reading, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards for it, and I'm also going to pull out from all of the romance decks that I've got here as well for much more information and a possible timeline for that as well, if you're interested in that or if it's applicable to the reading. So if you're interested in the extended reading, toward the end of these readings, you will see, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments as well, where you can also find down there the timestamps to jump ahead to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Would you like the Tarot of Mystical Moments deck here, along with the crystal? Would you like the Light Seers Tarot with the flower? Or the Muse Tarot along with the scallop shell? Take your pick right now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Really helps me out with the algorithm there. And click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. I make 3 of these love picker card reads a week. If you've got any ideas of what you want me to do it on, let me know in the comments below and I'll do that for you. And my other stuff too, I do a daily energy update for the collective every single day of the year, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. So I'd love to see you in there. You can find that show, the next show, laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking on the Be Healing thing that's down there, and you can see the next show when it is in your time zone, and you can click on set a reminder to come along live. So take your pick now, crystal, flower or shell, and I will see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal and the Tarot of Magical Moments, Mystical Moments, Tarot of Mystical Moments, then this one's for you. Let's find out about your love life through doing a full Celtic cross tarot spread. Now, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. In the deeper dive, I'm going to show you what the outcome cards are, and I'm also going to pull out all of my romance cards for you, all of these decks as well, for further clarification on all of that, and get a timing card if that is a thing with your reading. But let's see what your reading is about first. So if you're interested in that deeper dive toward the end of this reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link in the description box and in the comments below. So what is this reading all about? Well, it's about communication, says the 8 of Wands, and about forward movement, and it's also about the Hermit. Very different kind of an energies here. This is about when to kind of hide away, as in keeping to your own energy, doing the inner work kind of thing, and when to make contact, to move forward, to take action, to talk this thing through. Some of you might have been doing this too soon. You might have been trying to move forward and communicate and get someone to talk to you about something too soon, and they've been pulling away because they're in this mode. So you might not have been tuned in to the actual energies enough to know when to be in this hermit mode. This is what it's about anyway. If you find that you are wanting to talk about things with your person and they're not there, they're not available for you, they don't want to talk about it, they pull away, that's what this reading is about. Interesting. So what energy is crossing you here? What is hindering you in this? 2 cards for each, huh? You have Judgment. It's a judgment call, and King of Wands, wanting to make things happen. Okay, so this is all about a relationship that you want to happen. King of Wands is the one that goes in there and claims it. So that's the part of you, like a masculine side of you, that wants to get this thing going, take the action, be the leader in it, you know, claim them. And it's about a judgment call on that. And so, you might want to be in the feminine energy instead and let them do that. Let them be the chaser. Yeah, this is like chasey energy. Let them be the chaser instead. Because you being that King of Wands energy is not serving you here. Be more open, receptive, more feminine. Let them take the lead. And if they're not going to take the lead, then you don't want them anyway. Let someone take the lead. I'm talking about a masculine here. What about the past? No, let's have a look. How do things look on the face of it? How do things look on the face of it with 4 crystals? Well, you have hope. You have hope for this relationship. But Four of Cups, feeling very much left out of it. So there's no offer coming in. You hope for there to be an offer. This is probably someone that you're sitting around waiting for. You keep on thinking, should I take action on this? Should I get in touch with them? And then when you do, it doesn't work out for you. And you're like, what can I do? What can I do to make this happen? I'm hopeful about it. I want this to happen. I'm hopeful about this person. What's really behind that? The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a very small offer. Right. This is about setting your sights too low. There's a lot of energy in this reading of letting the masculine be the masculine. What does the masculine want to do? To make a firm offer and wants to make a big offer, right? Wants to be in the position where they can make a big offer, come in like the knight in shining armor and make a big offer. That's the masculine in the divinity kind of thing, protecting you, wanting to make that move, wanting to make it a big offer. So the Page of Pentacles being behind that, we're talking about you being focused on someone here to have a relationship that you're hopeful with, but they don't have enough to offer. And that could be what's holding them back from this. And so you're asking yourself, well, I'm hopeful about this. What can I do about it? The answer is nothing. It's not for you to do. It's for them to do. Okay, I won't say that. I was going to say there seems to be a mismatch in energy here, but I'm not certain of that, because this energy, Eight of Wands and the Hermit, is someone who is not too much in alignment, someone that's not really feeling that alignment that you get where you know what it is that you're doing, you trust in your intuition, you know what to focus on when. This is someone who's like focused on something but is confused by the guidance. It's like, well, should I or shouldn't I? I don't get it. I don't get what's going on here. I'm hopeful about it, but I'm feeling left out of this. And this is saying, well, but it's not about you. The Page of Pentacles. So the reason I'm thinking, it feels to me like you might be focused on someone who doesn't have to offer what it is that you really want, and you're trying to make it happen. But you can't make something happen. You can't make someone be ready or having the things to offer you when they don't have that. So what's the recent past energy? Let's find that out. What's your recent past energy? Recent past. The Empress. Wow. So yeah, really in your power there, wanting to start something new. You've built up your self-worth, all kinds of great things there. The Empress is all queens rolled into one, so that's really high energy. So that makes me feel even more so that there's a mismatch of energies here, because Page of Pentacles is definitely not an Emperor. That's someone nowhere near Emperor energy, someone that has so little to offer, they're not even willing to come in yet. What's coming in the near future? The King of Pentacles. That's better. That is someone that can offer something. So the King of Pentacles. Now this could be someone else coming in that has got that stability. They're not a page. They're a king. Not even the Emperor yet. So Empress, don't go for pages or knights. Go for kings at least, or emperors. Right? You've got a King of Pentacles coming in, so this is a lot more promising. It feels like a different energy to me. It doesn't feel like the person that you've got your sights set on at the moment. It feels to me, crystals, like the person you've got your sights set on at the moment isn't the right match for you, and you're kind of wishing for the page to become the king or the emperor, but they're not. And there's nothing you can do to make them that. There's nothing you can focus on or nothing you can say. There's no action you can take to make them that way, because it's not yours. You don't have control over their lives or the power over their lives. They've got to live their lives in the way that they're living and manifesting the things that they are manifesting. What else is this reading about? It's about the Queen of Pentacles. Well, look at you there, Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. You're not realizing the energy that you're at. You've got a King of Pentacles. You've got a divine counterpart coming in here. But you need to realize that you're the Queen of Pentacles. And stop trying to make something happen with a page. So how do you recognize that you're the Queen of Pentacles, or even the Empress, you know? You have to realize what energy that you've got and what you deserve in relationships. Imagine being in a relationship with someone that's got the same energy as you, the same stability, the same Queen of Pentacles. She's very stable. She's wife material. You need someone with husband material stuff. So they need to have the shit together. They need to have like money behind them and you know, not be in debt and stuff like that. They need to be like healthy and fit. They need to be just on top of things and have like right relations with the family and the people around them. They need to be the King of Pentacles, right? And I think when you get your sights set on that energy, because you're realizing that you are that energy and you deserve that kind of an energy, not a project, not someone coming in as a page that you can somehow mold into being a king. No, they need to have done it themselves. Otherwise, they'll never be good enough for you. The King of Wands there being in the what's holding you back, what's crossing you, that could also be passion. You could be too attracted to the King of Wands type of person that's all passion and sex and stuff like that, instead of marriage material. Now, I'm not saying that there's not going to be passion and sex involved with these two as either, but if your priority when it comes to getting into relationships is like, oh yeah, I'm attracted to them and I feel a lust for them, so I'm going to get into a relationship with them, maybe you need to change that. The Pentacle kind of approach would be more finding out who they are as a person and what they've got to offer in a relationship. So what I'm saying is the sex and the passion is still going to be there. It's still got to be there, right? That's important. But your first port of call in relationship should be about the Pentacles. That stability. If you want a stable relationship, if you just want a player, then keep on going with the King of Wands, but don't expect them to come in as a partner, a serious relationship. What are your fears? So you could be dealing with someone that's much younger than you at the moment, and they're not at your level. Not ever going to be at your level. Or they might not be younger in years, but they might just be younger in maturity. Fears are Four of Pentacles. Holding your energy back or holding on. You're fearing holding on. Holding your energy back. Wait. You're fearing holding your energy back. Okay. So there's a part of you that feels like that's this Eight of Wands. I should be taking action. I should be taking action. Maybe you were in a relationship in the past and with someone who, when they broke up with you, they told you that you didn't do enough or something like that. And you could, think that you need to take more of that masculine role and the Eight of Wands and be the one that communicates, be the one that asks them out, that kind of thing. And you fear holding your energy back. So you fear. You've got a little inner judge saying, maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I haven't done enough for this person. She's feeling kind of left out there. But she's wondering if she's held her energy back too much, if she's not said enough, if she's not shared her feelings enough, and all of that kind of stuff. So you question yourself too much here, because this reading is saying, no, the opposite is true. You've done too much. You haven't expected enough to come back to you. What are your hopes? What are your hopes, crystals? The Chariot and the Knight of Cups. So you're hoping for some romance there, but that's a player card, like someone playing with a heart there. And the Chariot, so you're hoping someone comes in fast and gives you this love offer, but again, it's the Knight. It's not the King. It's not the King of Cups, it's the Knight of Cups. So there's a lot of, I don't think you realise that you're the Empress or the Queen of Pentacles. I think you're thinking that you are the Princess of Pentacles or the Princess of Cups, and you're not. If you wanted someone to rush in, the Chariot. If you wanted someone to rush in, then you're likely to find yourself a narcissist or a player They're the ones that want to rush into relationships, not the ones that want a stable relationship. They'll want to get to know you first. They'll want to make sure that you want a stable relationship first. Just be careful of that rushy kind of an energy, because you might end up being love bombed. You might be hyper responsive to love bombing because of that. You want someone just that will dive into a relationship on a whim kind of thing. Not the best energy. So let's get your outcome cards out. What's the outcome of this for crystals? One more. Okay, two more. Okay. So, first card. I'll reveal these in the deeper dive if you're interested in that. Okay. And, oh wow, and you got 5. Oh, I like that. I like that. And this. Okay. Yes, very good cards. I like those for you. Lot to talk about there in the deeper dive. I'm also going to get the love decks out and give you much more information here. And let's find out when this King of Pentacles is coming in. We'll get a timing on that too. So if you're interested in that deeper dive, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below. Just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to get your email address right, so type it in very carefully. Otherwise, you're not going to receive it. Now, that email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places for it. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that crystal on your device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of a video, and if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. How did you resonate with this? Let me know. Get your energy in on these readings, so I'm picking up on your energy some more. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me as well. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week. If you've got any ideas of what you want me to do them on, let me know in the comments below as well. I do a daily energy update for the collective, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations, so I'd love to see you in there. You can find the next show, Laying in Wait, on my YouTube channel by clicking the Be Healing thing down there, and you can click on Set a Reminder on that video, Laying in Wait, that show, to get a reminder to come along live. Would love to see you in there. So there you go. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the Flower and the Light Seers Tarot deck, then this one's for you. Let's do a full Celtic cross spread to find out about your love life and what's going on at the moment, flowers. As always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. In that, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards for this Celtic cross spread. I'm also going to get all of my love tarot decks, my love oracle decks out for you as well for more information. If there's a timing aspect of this as well, we'll get a time, an estimated timing card out for you as well, when things might change or someone might come in. We'll see. So what is this reading all about? Flowers. It's all about the Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So if you want that deeper dive, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments. This reading is all about the Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. It's about holding your energy back from a Knight of Cups. It could be about turning someone down. It could be about not being sure about a love offer that's coming in, someone that's trying to romance you, someone that's asking you out on a date. This could be about, yeah, you see how she's got her head turned away from him there? Some kind of an offer coming in, but you're not so sure about it. You're holding your energy back, maybe holding your decision back. Maybe you're like, well, because the Knight is a very young energy. It's not a king coming forward to romance you and with love kind of thing. This is more of a romance. It's more of an empty gesture. You might be waiting for someone to come in with more and holding your energy back from that. What's crossing you in this? What's crossing you in this? What's hindering you? Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about the past. It's about reminiscing. There's a nostalgic element about this. Oh no, it's not. It's about reciprocation. I was thinking Six of Cups, totally. Six of Pentacles is about reciprocation, and Ace of Wands is exciting start. Why would this be hindering you? Because you're not sure about this Knight of Cups. You're not sure what they're offering yet, so you're holding your energy back from them. You want reciprocation, you want a big offer. But they're just asking you out on a date. You're not so sure. Okay. Well, I would say go on a date with this person, not to be all in. Don't think that you're in a relationship as soon as you go on a date, just to find out more about them, to see if they are offering more, to see if it is reciprocal. I've got a feeling that someone is asking you here, and they're not your idea of what it is that you're looking for, and you're like, I want this big offer, this big passionate thing, you know, like reciprocal energy. It could be for someone that doesn't feel good enough for you, this. And so you're holding your energy back from them or hesitating. How do things look on the face of it? The Devil and the Empress. Yeah, okay. On the face of it, it looks like you're the Empress. You got this high energy. You got plenty to offer in a relationship. And along comes the Devil, a player. Someone, an addict, or someone addicted to sex or something like that, addicted to dating. They've got a very negative energy kind of thing. Well, not very, but it's a kind of a you know, it's a low kind of an energy. But you've got to know, if you're the Empress energy, so you've got this high level of self-worth, you've got a lot to offer, you're going to attract all kinds of people towards you, including these types, the ones that try and con you in a way that they want to offer you what it is that you're looking for. You've got high energy. It seems to be holding you back at the moment. Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. You know you deserve to have at least as much back in return in a relationship, but they're not showing up. Instead, you've got this Knight of Cups showing up. Someone that just doesn't appear to be like that, doesn't appear to be on your level at all, doesn't appear to be able to offer you what it is that you know that you want in a relationship. Well, can I don't know. What's behind that? What's behind this? That's how it appears on the face of it anyway. It feels like you're too good for them on the face of it. What's really behind that? Two of Cups and the Moon, but it's so unknown, isn't it? What if this is your person? What if this is your person? You don't know. Why wouldn't you know? If they're not on your level, then they're not your person. There's not. Okay, let me tell you this story. I am really happy. I love living here. Hey, my life is at such an incredible level now. I don't have a relationship yet, but there's one in the works. But apart from that, my life is the best it's ever been. I love it. And when a particular person was coming into my life that I do want to have a romantic relationship with, and well, it came into my life a long time ago, but he stepped it up a while ago, last year, and when he did that, and I realised that it wasn't yet available to be in a relationship, I got frustrated that I put something on Facebook, and someone said this to me as a response to it, that because I live on a small tropical island, that my man isn't even on this island. I need to go like to Bangkok or something. I hate being in Bangkok. Even if I've got to go for passport stuff, I will be there the shortest possible time and get out of that. Hate it. But she was suggesting that maybe I should go there to find my man because they've got no reason to be here. And I pointed out to her, what you're trying to tell me is my man is incompatible with me. Well, that's not even possible. The universe just wouldn't do that. How could you think? How could you not know? How could you not know that they're your person? Your person is going to be compatible with you. If you absolutely adore the beach, your person isn't going to be a desert person or a mountain person or whatever. They're going to be in alignment with you. It cannot be possible that your person wouldn't be in alignment with you. So that was my response to her. Is like, well, you're saying that my person is incompatible with me. That makes no sense. Of course they're on this island. Of course they are. I'm going to go on some place that I hate. Why would I get myself out of alignment? For what? Find someone that's out of alignment with me. That just makes no sense whatsoever, right? And I feel like that's what you got going on at the moment. You're believing that there could be somebody that's incompatible with you, but they might be the right person for you. The universe would never do that. It would just never do that to you. Now, they're going to be compatible. I'll tell you another story. Years ago, I'd moved to Australia and I was living there, and I was really happy there too at the time. But I didn't have a partner and I wasn't meeting anyone, and it was really frustrating. I kept on meeting players, in fact, and it was really frustrating. Anyway, my ex got in touch with me. My first love got in touch with me, and he was in Europe, and we were conversing back and forth, and I got it into my head that maybe we should give it another go. Maybe he's my person. Maybe that's why I'm not meeting anybody. And so I went to Europe. And I had a dreadful time, and I didn't even see him in the end, but I had a dreadful time there, really out of alignment, like a really dreadful time with people picking on me and all kinds of crap. And then I'm like, what am I doing? I'll go back to the place where I was really happy. I was really happy there, and then I've gone somewhere I don't like to be near a man. What was I thinking? So I went back to Australia, and within 2 weeks of getting back, I met my next partner, and we were together for 6 years. And because I realized that, what am I doing? I should be in alignment. Like of course my person is going to be where I love. They're going to love doing what I do. So it feels to me like you have a disconnect here, a belief from the universe that it could possibly be someone that's not compatible with you or at your level. The universe would never do that. So what's this past energy? So it's kind of good that you're holding your energy back from this person, because I don't feel like they are your person. It's one step closer, but you need to have a belief. You need to have a stronger belief that you're Two of Cups person. It's not ambiguous. It's not the moon. It's not unknown. You'll know, because when you're owning that, like, well, this is where I love to live. This is what I love to do. Of course they're going to be here. Of course they're going to be here, or they're going to show up. They're already going to have chosen to live in paradise too, and be of that same mindset, of course. So your person's going to be in alignment with you. They're going to be just like you. And so own that. What about the past energy, the recent past energy? Recent past energy, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. You've been putting a lot of work in. Maybe your job and stuff like that. You've been putting work in. Oh, it could be the inner work as well, for you to get to that higher Empress energy like that. And your relationships just need to catch up. And like I said, I'm just getting from you, it's just the beliefs that you've got around that. You're not believing that there's someone right for you out there. You're believing that the universe would match you up with someone that's not good enough for you. They would never do that. Absolutely never do that. So Ace of Pentacles, you've been putting a lot of work into it. This took you a lot to get to this point. And for that reason, there's not very many empresses, and there's even fewer emperors, because men have had even less reason to do that, to attain that level. Women have had a lot of reason to attain that level, because we've been held back in so many ways. We've had to step up that and do it for ourselves to claim that. Men have had it a little bit easier, so there's very few that have stepped into that emperor role, because they haven't had to. So yeah, you've been putting the work in. Emperors are few and far between. Near future, you got the Two of Wands, so you've got a choice of action to take here. For some of you, you see how she's dreaming of where she should be. I don't think it's a coincidence that my guides were telling me about those two experiences that I've had, which were both very much about location. I think that could be a key here. You might be keeping yourself in a place that isn't quite right for you, because you think that the man or the partner for you is in that place, instead of just doing what's right for you, doing what you love, being where you love, making those decisions for yourself, and knowing that your person is in alignment with that. If you know that your person is going to love living in the same place as you, they're going to be choosing that for themselves. That's a strong belief. And then they're going to be into the same things as you. So if you just enjoy yourself and do the things that you really love, you're going to bump into them. If you're doing all of that stuff, you're going to meet the person in those places. If you've got that strong belief, then you're going to advocate for yourself. You're going to be in more alignment with yourself, making those good choices for yourself. And you're going to bump into someone that's making those exact same choices for themselves. That's where the emperors are at. What else is this reading about? So you've got a Knight of Cups that you kind of, I'm not so sure about this, and you're right not to be sure about that, and told your energy back from them. This reading is also about the Page of Swords. Someone's watching what you're doing. It's not the Knight of Cups, it's someone else. Okay. Now, for those of you that are already in the location that you really love, your person is already there, already around you, already got their eye on you. But they might have noticed you. They might have noticed you and thought, what is she or he doing with those kind of people? I'm not so sure whether this is my person, because my person wouldn't be with that Knight of Cups. They wouldn't be doing that and that. So someone's got their eye on you and they're just wondering, is this my person or not? I don't know. They kind of similar to me, but they're doing this and doing that, and I don't know, that's not my energy. It feels to me like the more in alignment that you get, the more certain they're going to be about you, and then they could approach you. This could be someone that you are already attracted to as well, but they might have felt out of your league and like a wishful thinking kind of a thing. But they're actually your person. You've got some raising up of your beliefs to do here. And when you do that, and when you fully start living that, making really good choices for yourself, that's when your person's going to go, they're shining. Flower is really shining now. I'm pretty sure that Flower is my match. I should approach them. What are your fears? Queen of Swords. Oh, so you're fearing having those boundaries. You're fearing saying no. What if it's my person? What if it's my person? It's not your person. That Knight of Cups is not your person. You need to have stronger beliefs that it's someone that's perfect for you. It's someone that has got a lot to offer. Someone that's just going to click with you completely. Matching at a way higher level than you've been expecting to. You need to dream bigger and expect way more. Think of your dream partner, like who would be incredible for you, instead of just the settling for whoever's showing up and like, can you put up with that? That's not your person. So this is fearing cutting them out, being a bitch, cutting them out, saying no too much and being left with nothing. That's what this fear is. Like I said, there's not very many emperors out there. We need to know that. There's not, and it's true. There's not very many emperors out there. But there's not going to be more of them by letting the knights in and stuff like that. There's going to be more of them by us having high standards and go, emperors only need apply. So better do that work. Like this work that I've been doing. Emperor, like, guys, you better do that work. Otherwise, you're not going to be at my level. Feels to me like your person is already high level though. What are your hopes? You've got the Five of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So you're hoping for a bit of competition here. You're hoping for someone that's at your level. You're hoping to Two of Pentacles for a balance. It's not juggling, but it's like a balance of the energies. A balanced energy for it to be. You've already got the reciprocation card out there. There's part of you that already knows, right, that you're out of this Knight of Cups league. You know you deserve better. But there's a belief that you've got that the universe has got like a soulmate or a twin flame for you that isn't that match. There's just a disconnect in beliefs here. You wanted someone that's kind of competition for you, someone at your level, someone that's going to test you, someone that's going to challenge you, you know? Someone that's going to challenge you to be even more, not someone that's like you've got to drag up and always challenge them and try and get them to be more and do stuff for them and encourage them and coach them all the time. That's not someone that's right for you. Someone's right for you that's going to be a bit competitive toward you, you know? Someone that's going to get you to raise your game. They've got something to offer you. It's going to be balanced. There's a balance of those energies. They've got what you've got too. Yeah, so this whole reading is kind of saying you kind of know what you deserve, but you kind of believe that twin flame soulmate, whoever it is, the person that's right for you, isn't that. But that's not true. And something definitely for some of you about location here being really important. This is why we need to know ourselves. Just get the outcome cards out here. This is why we need to know ourselves first, because we need to know ourselves, pursue our lives, be that Emperor's energy of living our best lives ever. We know what makes us happy. We're choosing it for ourselves. And then, of course, then someone in alignment can come in because they'll be doing the same thing too. Oh, so these are your outcome cards. I think that one was the first card out. Excellent. And that is really good. And that's really good too. You've got good stuff coming as your outcome here. I like it. Very different energy than the Knight of Cups as well. I'll tell you that. So I'm going to reveal these in the deeper dive reading, along with all the love cards that I've got too for further clarification. Let's get a timing card out for you as well, where when you can expect a much better offer. This Page of Swords, this one that has got their eye on you already to come in to your life when you're ready for that. So if you're interested in that deeper dive, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch thing. You do need to get your email address right, so type it in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of a video, and if it doesn't take you to a video right away, then just try it on a different device, and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. How's this resonating with you? Love hearing from you, and it really helps out the algorithm as well. If you're not interacting with it, it doesn't show people my videos, and I'd really love your help on that, because there's nothing I can do about that. I can put the work into these videos, but you guys have got to get it out there just with a few seconds to take out to say hi or say thank you, or click that like button. And click that like button. And click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week. If you've got any ideas of what you want me to do them on, let me know in the comments below. And I do a daily energy update for the collective. And I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, where I give mini reads for donations. Would love to see you in there. You can find the next show by clicking on my Be Healing channel down there. You'll see the next show laying in wait, so you can find out when it is in your time zone. And you can click on set a reminder there to come on live. So thank you so much for watching again. Good luck with all of this if this is where you're leaving me. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the Shell and the Muse Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's do your full Celtic crossbred to find out about your love life and what's going on. Now, as usual, Shells, is going to be a deeper dive, an extended reading to go with this. And so if you find that this is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic crossbred. I'm also going to use all of these love decks that I've got as well to give you further clarity on that, and also get a timing out for you as well when things might change or someone might come into your life. Okay, so let's find out. What is this reading all about for Shells? What are we talking about today for Shells in their love lives? We're talking about the Ace of Emotions and the Priestess. So we're talking about your heart being so full that it's overflowing. It's about you being so fulfilled, receiving a lot, so you're feeling incredible. And the High Priestess is about your intuition, something about the spiritual side of you being fulfilled as well. I'm getting this feeling from these 2 cards together that you might, one, be focused on relationships and how good you can make someone else feel, how much you can fill them up, and you've not really been focusing on how much they can fill you up. Also, you might have been hiding your spiritual side too, not wanting to reveal it, like your kookiness, your woo-woo, because you think it's weird. Or, you think that they might not want you. Your match is going to be someone that gets all of that. You don't need to hide anything from them. But yeah, I'm getting a definite feeling that maybe you have been focused on loving someone else and filling them up, and you love to love kind of thing, and you've not really been focused on, oh, I should choose someone that can really love me right, love me well, and what would make me feel, what kind of person would make me feel incredible. And I think you've been settling for less than being loved properly in that way, just because you haven't been focused on that. Sometimes we get taught that, you know, especially women, of we're there to love them, not necessarily being focused on who's going to love us right and fill us up. What's crossing you? Awakening in the 7 of emotions. Okay, so it's the spiritual stuff again. So spiritual awakening is hindering you here and changing your choices. So your spiritual awakening is changing your choices. So the kind of person that you want to be with, who wants to be with you, it's making your choices confusing now because of a spiritual awakening that you've had. Okay, so you know that you can only be around a certain kind of a person now because of this spiritual awakening. There's definitely something about you hiding your spiritual side here, or thinking that you need to. You might be thinking that it's narrowing your choices down too much. And it's not. It's just, before your spiritual awakening, you might have been around particular kind of people, and you might still be around those kind of people. You need to make different choices in your life to be around a different kind of person. There's a definite disconnect going on in this reading about whether it's okay to be you, and if someone was really going to love you for being you, or if you have to hide part of yourself to actually be accepted, never mind loved. Yeah, I don't think you're really thinking about being loved here. You're just accepted. For someone to accept you in a relationship, you have to hide part of yourselves, and that's not true. You deserve to be loved completely, and it's someone that's going to get every part of you, not like shun a part of you and make you wrong. So if you find that you've been around people, attracting people in that are, yeah, they think you're weird. When you admit like who you are and stuff like that, if they think you're weird, then they're not your people. On the face of it, feeling trapped, feeling bound. Queen of Inspiration and the Four of Inspiration. The Queen of Inspiration wants commitment. She wants to take action on that, and she wants commitment, and she feels bound. Why is that? Well, the ones that want commitment, it just feels to me like you're around a certain kind of people. Maybe like, I don't know, you might be working in corporate or something like that. You've had this spiritual awakening, and you're around all of these suits, and none of them are suitable for you. And you'd be like, well, if I want commitment, I've got to be with one of those suits there. Like, it feels to me like you're trying to pick out of a subset of people that just are not your people. It feels to me like you're in the wrong tribe. You're around the wrong kind of people at the moment, which is why there's hiding. It's like, who's going to love me for me? Oh, weirdness. Well, people in other places that are working in other places, different energy. I think this is about finding your tribe. What's really behind that? That's how it looks on the face of it, that you're completely trapped. So if you're choosing commitment, then you'd have to choose somebody who is not a match to you. That's not true. So the Moon and the Page of Voices. It's confusing, isn't it? Because you're looking at what you've got around you and you're feeling like you need to choose from that. And what you've got, like I said, what you've got around you isn't, they don't have your choices in. So, what if, let's think of supermarkets. Okay, what if your level, and you, maybe like me, I'm into luxury, I'm a Tory, and I like my luxuries and all of that. I live in luxury, I always do. And it's just me, right? And so, if I were to look for, say, something that's in alignment with me, if I was to go to Walmart, right, and think Walmart is going to have this perfect thing for my place, it's highly unlikely. And if I think that that's all I've got to choose, well, Walmart's got everything, doesn't it? I've never been in a Walmart, but Walmart's got everything, doesn't it? That's all I've got to choose from. Then I'll probably come out really disappointed. But if I were to go to, say, Harrods in the UK, or what's another like high-end supermarket thing, they're more likely to have what it is that I want. Oh, here's a good example. And I'm currently wearing it at the moment. I get high-end, sometimes, mascaras, waterproof mascaras. I work out a lot, and so currently I'm wearing Chanel, and it's expensive. And but it works really well. I mean, I can have a shower after I've worked out and stuff like that, and it'll still be on, so it's worth it to me. Anyway, when we were going through lockdown and I couldn't get anywhere, and you can't order Chanel stuff online, which is really annoying. But I was mentioning to a friend, I'm running out of mascara. I used to get it when I was traveling more, because, going to the malls and stuff like that, I'd be able to pick it up. But couldn't travel. There was no travel. And so I couldn't get my mascara. And I was mentioning it to a friend. I wonder where I can get it from. Like, is there a mall on the mainland or something? Or, do you know of like a big high-end mall? And she's like, oh, just go down to like the she was thinking it was going to be like Rimmel or something like that. And it's like, no, the Chanel. She didn't get it. And she didn't get it because she's not at that level. She doesn't shop for the high-end stuff, right? So she's just thinking the normal drugstore kind of stuff. Just go to the drugstore. And it's like, no, Chanel isn't in the drugstore, right? It's that kind of a thing. If your awareness has only been the drugstore, you're not going to know about the high-end things. But if you are of the high-end things level, you're going to want, to go to the mall, right? And where those places are. Okay. So, convoluted way of saying, you're looking in the wrong places. You're looking in the wrong places. You think that all you can choose from is from the drugstore, and it's not. That is not everything that's available. But if that's if all you've ever known is drugstore, then this is when you get into this kind of a situation. So you have been around people that aren't really your kind of people, but they were kind of a match to who you were. And then you've gone through this spiritual awakening, and now the people that you're around, you don't want to choose from any of them because you're not your people. In fact, you have to hide. You have to hide who you are from them to even be accepted, never mind loved by them. And if you want commitment, then even worse, then the drugstore people that you've got around you is like the most boring of the boring. You'd have to choose to get commitment, and you're just like, I should just give up now. But you shouldn't give up. You shouldn't give up, because this is about finding your tribe. What's the past energy? Finding your kind of people. They're out there. So your recent past, you have the Four of Materials. Just wanting to hold your energy back, pull your energy back. Like, I don't even want to choose. I don't want any of the drugstore mascaras. Well, I do, in fact. This is one that I found that's really good. In a similar kind of way. And what's coming in the near future? So I get it. You've been holding your energy back. I mean, yeah, because nothing tempting at all to invest your energy into, right? Three of Inspiration is what you've got coming. A plan. A cunning plan. Okay, you've got a cunning plan coming up. So there's some planning involved here. And I would say go search out your community, your people, friendships first. Be around the right kind of people. Go and find that high-end mall and put yourself there instead. And not straight for romance. For everything else first, because romance is the trickiest. And then once you've found your people, then choose from them who you want to have the romance with. It's going to take some planning. So there's some changes to make in your life. You might want to quit your job if you're around, if you're working in a drugstore. I don't mean like working in a drugstore, you know what I mean? If you're like working in corporate and like none of them are like you at all, then yeah, you might, it's going to take some planning anyway, because there's things to change in your life. Could be location change as well. What else is this reading about? I'm going to take the ones that flipped over there. The Page of Emotions. Starting again. Kind of being naive, young heart, open-hearted, dreaming, going, yeah, there's got to be more out there in the big wide world for me. My kind of people. And getting that again. Now, you might feel not like this. You might feel old and jaded. I can't start again. That kind of an energy. Starting from scratch. Got nothing to lose. I just told you, got nothing to lose. You might need to hear that. You got nothing to lose. Ace of Voices, fresh start here based on this new energy. You need to have a vision here and you need to be open-hearted about it. Using the wisdom that you've gained. So you're not fully starting again because you're wise now. But being open-hearted, Page of Emotions is that open-hearted, like a teenager kind of thing, going traveling in the world, going just open-hearted and excited and all of that kind of stuff. Or getting into a relationship, teenager getting into a relationship and being all open-hearted about it. You need to be in that energy. Get excited instead of jaded, right? You're in drugstore kind of energy, drugstore mind kind of an energy. You need to get out of that. To get out of that requires you to open up and go, okay, that fresh energy of let's get out there. There's a whole world to explore out there. Different kinds of people everywhere. What have we got going on here? What are your fears? That came out fast. This might be a particular individual. Knights of Inspiration. Someone that's passionate. Player. Passionate. Someone that you are particularly weak with. Someone that seems to have a power over you. Someone maybe you keep on going back to. The sex could be really good with this person. Not loving you, right? But there's some kind of a pull. You're fearing this one. Is that the best you're going to get? No, not according to this reading. This reading is trying to encourage you to go find your real, true people. It feels to me like you need to disconnect from this one, whoever this is. There could be a fire sign, but not necessarily. You might just have a very strong physical connection with this person. And of course, who can leave the heart out of that? We get attached emotionally with that kind of an energy. So you might be fearing leaving them behind or breaking free from them. You might be feeling that that's all that's out there. So this drugstore kind of an energy. Player kind of an energy. And what are your hopes? Nine of Voices. How can that be a hope? Because the Nine of Voices is like the sleepless nights. It's the anxiety. And I'm not getting this is reversed energy either, like the end of the anxiety. It's not about that. I've got a feeling that this is about this. It's not a fear, it's a hope. It's a hope. There's anxiety. Okay. I feel it's connected to this though. If you need to start again, if you need to go somewhere else and meet new kind of people and start again, maybe a new workplace and location, you might even want to travel to meet your people, just go traveling like many different places. That could cause this kind of a thing. You could have anxiety. You could be an anxious person. And I get it. I get that. Okay. Oh, this is hard. You're making me work hard for this one, Charles. So when we get negative cards out, and it's always very interesting, negative cards in the hopes or positive cards in the fears. It's almost like you want to step out. You want to do this stuff. You want to get out there again. You want to find out. But then there's another part of you that knows that you're an anxious person. It's going to cause you anxiety. There's a wish to put yourself in the places that cause you anxiety, out of your comfort zone. There's almost a wish here to be strong enough to do that. It's a wish like, I wish I wasn't anxious so that it would be easier to do this. But everyone's got anxiety there. Like, if for complete change or stepping into the unknown, everyone's got anxiety there. So there's never a comfortable point of anxiety to do it. You just have to, whatever your level of anxiety is at, is to do it. I totally get it, because I've lived in many, many, many different places, and it's not that I'm totally cool with traveling and all of that kind of stuff. It disrupts my energy too. And what I used to use alcohol to get over that anxiety and to open up to people where I just had to do that. I had to use alcohol to do it. Otherwise, it was too confronting to meet so many different people and be in these unusual places and then try and make friends like consistently over and over again. Yeah, it caused me anxiety. And so I think this is in your hopes position, because you might be hoping to overcome that and do what you know that you need to do to open up to meet new people and stuff like that. Out of your comfort zone. Hoping to get out of your comfort zone. And I don't know about you, but if we're back to drugstore and then high-end stuff, whoever, if you're used to going to the drugstore, right, and then you walk into a Chanel store, how unnerved do you feel by them? All done up and everything, and they might even be snooty too, looking down the nose at you because you're in there with your jeans and your crop top. And it's unnerving when you first go into those kind of places if you're not used to it. Now I own it. Like, I don't care. But I remember like first going into places like that and feeling totally out of place. And I think that's what you've got here, is that you want to get out of your comfort zone because you want to be around your people. But it's anxiety causing as well. What's the outcome here? Let's get your outcome cards out, and then I'm going to reveal what the outcome cards are in the deeper dive. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, this is really good. You've got excellent cards there. I like it. So in the deeper dive, I'm going to reveal these. I'm also going to get all the love cards out as well to give you more clarity on that. We're going to get a timing as well, a possible timing for these changes that you've got coming in too. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. So if this sounds like it's your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that. And it's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. Now, that email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that shell on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you will see a picture of a video. And if you click on that and it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Helps me out with the algorithm so that YouTube actually show people these videos instead of just keeping it to themselves. And click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do 3 love pick a card reads like this a week. If you've got any ideas of what you want me to do them on, let me know in the comments below. And click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear my other stuff too, which is a general energy update daily. Rearrange those words. A daily energy update for the general. You know what I mean. And I also go live 3 times a week as well on my Psychic Cafe show, where I give mini reads for donations. So come along to that sometime. You'll find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there. And you can click on set a reminder on that show to remind you to come along live. So there you go. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.